Well, this idea came after a very long, you mean thoughts on our filmmaking, the way we are making films. Because we use in Africa, in Senegal, to make film following our let's say, big brothers and sisters like Sembe and so and so. We came first in making movies in Africa and making political movies. And we all went into this way. But at a certain point, our own audience in Africa, they was tired of this kind of movie. They said, you are showing us things that we are living every day, you know, that's not interesting. So I was thinking how we can, of course, give them the emotions, the dreams they want in going to the movie, and at the same time putting into that, showing, pointing out our social problems, because we cannot also not to talk about that. We are living in kind of society where we have to show people, because many of the people they're not educated. So if you have the chance to be educated, you have the you have to help people to understand the society, to be critical, in order to handle in a good way, in a right way, the citizenship. They have to understand this. So trying to do that, and also giving this emotion. So I was thinking what kind of subject I can do. So I said, okay, I had a very nice childhood in Dakar. I remember my childhood was very nice, you know. So I said, and there was a lot of very nice stories that I could tell to my people, give them emotion, give them dreams and some poetry. So I said, why not? I give them this kind of subject, and into this in a second degree of reading of the movie, showing what I want to, what's my concern, meaning all the problem we have in our society, meaning that the people are losing their jobs, the people, because of all this dictatorship of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund and things like that. So I try to do most of this kind of things. So I went to a group of kids. I was showing the problems of these kids, and on a kind of parallelism, I was showing the problem of the society. But of course, the kids I was showing, they had a very nice universe. They are always happy to be together. They have love and so and so. But the society is not only that. The society also, we have so many different problems. But the kids, they don't face this problem. Those problems are faced by the adults, so the parents and so on. So that's why, even though the kids were very, let's say, always dreaming, always in the sky, I did my best to stay on the ground and show the real problem of the society. There is one scene where they are preparing to go to the party, having dance. I was showing a lot of the sea, the water, because Dakar is surrounded by the water. Everywhere you have the sea. When I was kids, we used to go every day to the beach. We played to the beach, even to have. How you said it, to fight between us, we went to the beach, you know, we did everything on the beach. That is first. The second was also, as I tell you, even though it's a part of my own childhood, there is also the reality of today, the kids of today. And since our society has changed a lot, and now we have a lot of poverty, like everywhere in underdeveloped country. So that I show now in this the time of today, my kids will represent kind of the kids of my time are crossing all along the movie, all the kids who are beggars, for example, who didn't have a chance to go to school, like the other kids have the chance to do. So that is also another thing I tried to put into the movie. Yeah, because I wanted to show that in Senegal we are living in a society of inequality. So you say inequality, that people don't have the same chance at the beginning, you know. Because we have the workers and adults in general, we are fighting, we show them fighting against the police and so and so. All this shows that the society is moving to try maybe to find a solution to the problem. Because the people, they don't go to fight with policemen just for their own pleasure. They do that because they want to change something, which is also kind of showing hope. That's it. And in the movie, so to come back to Grand Light in the movie, you see that Grand Light is trying to work, to earn his living very honestly. You know, it could have been rubber or whatever you want, but he wants to do something, even just to give the bicycle to kids to get one sum of coins or things like that. So, and sometimes he said to the policeman who said, here is for the people who want to rest. He said, like if in this country people had the time to rest. It means that this guy wants just to work, but unfortunately he will finish to jail. You know, that is also kind of, I would say, in French it would be renversement. Making a movie like a child love story, where the kids they love each other, where the kids they share everything, they are smiling, laughing all along the movie. Only this could be considered as a hope, because usually we used to show misery, we used to show all kind of things like that. So that is the hope. The movie ends on the bridge. So this kid and her mother are leaving the side of the bridge, going the other side. They cross the bridge. Crossing a bridge is the symbol of more shiny, you know, more whatever. Anyway, that's a symbol of hope, of going to progress. Yes, that's also kind of that. And also you see all this, the poetry in the movie, the moons, the sunset, the song, yes. All this, I think that also contribute to
all the elements, the music.
They contribute to keep hope. Yeah, because we need hope, of course. We cannot say that because we have under development situation that we should how you say that, despair. No, I don't think so. We are, even the people who are fighting in the movie, that is a sign of hope. Because if you don't have hope, so you don't take your time to fight. You just, okay, so I'm going to sleep. But if you fight and you fight against the police people, against the policemen, and it means that you have hope. You want to change something, and whenever somebody wants to change things, I think that it has hope. Making movies is very, very, very important, because we are going without any doubt towards the what we call globalization, and in order to be a part of that globalization, we have to exist. In order to exist today in this technological society, you need to have your image, your picture, your whatever you want, because everything now is turned into picture. And also film carry your culture. And even in Africa, we don't have big industry, big commerce, big money, whatever you say. We have a very rich culture. So if we have the chance to capture our culture through the camera, through the image, through the new technology, digital or whatever, I think that is very, very important. That's why everybody knows that in the Western TVs, they show Africa just when there is something very, very bad, like disaster or things like that. But if now we come with our own picture and we show ourselves with our own eyes, I think that whatever we will show, that will be truly us. If you want to go into something, you have to consider this thing, and you have to consider how far human beings have been until now. So you see that, you say, okay, so now let me try to go further. So you make some progress. So now, in Africa, we are making movies on Africans. In America, African Americans are making movies on African Americans. But once we here and there, we try to extend this notion of African identity. So, I mean, we would have a lot of reason of interest to make a movie on African Americans, or to make or them to make movie on Africans, or you know, things like that. Because that would be, for example, when they say, okay, I want you to make a movie on you, on yourself, on your culture, or whatever you want. I should be able to say, okay, yeah, you want me to do that? Okay, let me go to the United States and show the life of what, you know, someone who's living there, an African American, could be the same way of, not the same way of living, but the same conception of life, of relationships, of whatever things. I mean, that's why I think it's important to succeed in this way. Because we will need to extend, to go further and further into the African identity. And the African identity doesn't stop in Africa. African identity is in the United States, is in the, how we call that, all the islands around, and wherever, everywhere in the world now you have some African identity to explore. For us Africans to have our movies be seen here, our books be read here, and everything like that. And we would be also having African American books and movies in our countries to watch them. But that means that we have to create a lot of kind of network. For example, in my country, in order to people to see a Spike Lee's film, it has to be in French. It has to be in French because people, they don't speak English, they speak French. So it has to go first in French before we can see that. So why don't we try to see how we can make this network in order to be able to see Spike's film in Africa, either in French or dub in another African language. I don't know. This is just a dream, but it would be possible. I am absolutely aware that it's a very, very long way, but also I always say myself, we've already been in a very, very, very long way to come to where we are now. Where we are now in terms of having in a very poor societies in Africa, society.
In terms of survival?
Yeah, it comes from a very, very long way. It could have been worse and worse and worse and worse. That's why I say, and I believe that African culture is very, very, very strong, because otherwise we would have been just, we would have disappeared, you know. Yeah, we went into so many bad things that if you weren't strong enough, we wouldn't be here today. I think we have to be hopeful, you know, in life. If you're not hopeful, you give up, and it's not good to give up, that's all. Because what you're saying is true, but it's just because you consider the thing, you consider it from the size of your your own relationship or my own relationship. But for example, let's say someone like you or like me, we don't know each other 1,000 men here or 1,000 men in Africa, or that's very, very small. That's why I was talking about networking, and it also need, of course, because we are living in organized societies, it has to do with our leaders, our governments, our states. They have to create the possibility for people to get together. Things would be better tomorrow, but things would be better tomorrow if you fight for that. That's why in the movie the people were fighting. And if you see in the movie, the fight of the workers was going step by step. The first time we showed them just walking, and screaming and screaming. Second time they was fighting with, how we call that, with arms against the policemen. So because they didn't want to give up. They wanted to fight until they arrive to where they want to arrive. That's why I said as long as people will be fighting to make their life better, I think that you can have hope. There is hope. Hope is there. Yeah.